Girl, listen to this. I got a text message last night at 7 p.m. from a guy who is 42. 42 years old. This man has been on this earth for 4 decades plus 2 years. Okay. 7 p.m. saying, I'm in your state, in this city. It's an hour away. Do you want to come hang out with me? Period. Immediately no. Immediately no. Okay. The message I'm trying to convey in this TikTok is know what box people are putting you in. Okay. This man is doing very well in his career. Very, very well. Okay. So I know that he's good at communicating on the back end of those people for his career. I know it. I know it. He wouldn't be doing so well if that were the case. Do you know what I mean? So I know he knows how to communicate directly, promptly, and timely, and respectfully. But when it comes to the romantic interests in his life, and he's 42 years old, never been married, single, doesn't have any kids, and I'm not saying that there's a certain timeline of when that should happen. I'm just saying at 42 years old, you're pretty much set in your ways. And he's definitely gotten away with this before, where he could just text someone on the fly and see if they can come and meet him. And probably someone did come and meet him last night. That's fine, but don't put me in that box.
What a surprise, guys. The 42-year-old successful male who is unmarried and single, who is doing well in his career, does not actually give a damn about taking modern women seriously, guys. You know, this is something we see a lot on the channel, which I think is hilarious, is like women will just be so pissed off when a man does not treat her the way she believes she should be treated. Oh, I deserve commitment. Why won't these men just take me out on a date? You know, they should spend money on me. And my response to that is always, why should the men put in effort to you anyway? But what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again. And on today's episode, we have some complete nonsense here. We're going to be kicking it off with this woman who I believe is 39. And she says, accepting getting older. We'll return to the intro clip after this woman. But let's take a listen to this woman who's about to be hitting the big 4-0. Okay, and let's compare her situation, shall we, to the 42-year-old successful man who doesn't give a damn. Let's jump in.
So I'm 39 years old and I'm about to turn 40 in a couple of months, which is perfectly fine. I never had issues with aging, with getting older. I'm perfectly fine with hitting 40. I'm actually quite excited, right?
This is just cope, isn't it? You know, guys, nothing says you're excited to hit 40 quite like making a TikTok video about how happy you are aging and about how excited you are to hit 40. Makes zero sense.
And I've noticed that my approach to life changes or changed and has been changing for the last years, right? I know that I'm not 20. I know that I'm not 30. I know like things are different, right? Perfectly fine. However, I still sometimes find it difficult to connect to the age, to connect to the fact that I am 40. I don't know why, but for example, let's take dating, right? When I see a guy that's like 45, 46 years old, my first thought is like, what are you doing in my dating pool? What are you doing here, right? And then I'm like, no, actually, you should be here because, I mean, you do belong here. You are in my appropriate age range. It's just in my head. It takes me a second to kind of like acknowledge it and for some things to click because I just cannot connect. I don't know if this is because I'm just about to turn 40 and like get into the next, you know, the age box, 40 to 45, or like what's the deal? I mean, do you also have that?
Okay, this woman essentially said a whole lot of nothing here, in my opinion. But what is happening? First of all, why are you, as a woman, dating at 40 years of age? Okay, I hold men and women to different standards in this respect. You know, and I've gone into that on other episodes. But women who are dating at 40, they kind of lose their right to complain about anything, in my opinion, guys, because the game has been rigged in their favor for so many decades now that if you're a woman and you end up 40 years of age and you are still single, it kind of says that you have done something egregiously wrong. Either that or you're a widow, which I would empathize with, but the majority of these women are not widows, okay? They have screwed up their life. They've been chasing bad boys for, in this woman's case, going on 2 decades now, probably. And then her dating situation is quote unquote strange. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. Let's continue to this woman who I played in the intro, and she is not happy how, you know, how a 42-year-old, she's not happy with how a 42-year-old man, okay, who is highly successful, is treating her. And she's using this as some sort of an example to put on her TikTok, guys. I'm assuming she's like a dating coach for women or something. But let's take a listen and we'll break this one down.
From a guy who is 42 years old. This man has been on this earth for 4 decades plus 2 years. Okay. 7 p.m. saying, I'm in your state, in this city. It's an hour away. Do you want to come hang out with me? Period. Immediately no.
I guarantee you, by the way, you know, whenever these women pull this like moral high ground thing of like, and then I said no, either one of two things is correct here. Number one, she's just lying and no successful 42-year-old man is messaging her, which is a distinct possibility. Or number two, even if she does say no, guys, what are the odds that she has said no to every guy who's done this? You know? Oh, like they try and pull this card, okay, as though this kind of behavior is unacceptable from men, okay? Like, men need to be putting in more effort. But here's the thing. These women, which this woman will go on to say, they accept this level of effort from men that they're attracted to. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they'll go see a dude who's clearly here for fun on 1 hour notice if the woman's attractive enough to him. If the man is attractive enough to her, excuse me. So, like, all these TikTok videos, man, they're really just a facade. Like, oh, I expect better treatment from men. The reason why men don't put in that much effort is because the dudes who are attractive, they don't have to put in any effort. You know, and this is something that men understand, is that the women place the bar very, very low for men that they are attracted to. Let's continue.
Immediately no. Okay. The message I'm trying to convey in this TikTok is know what box people are putting you in. Okay.
Oh, you tell him,
this
queen.
man is doing very well in his career. Very, very well. Okay. So I know that he's good at communicating on the back end of those people for his career. I know it. I know it. He wouldn't be doing so well if that were the case. Do you know?
So this is a dude, assuming her story is true, okay, which is a big assuming. You know, she's like, oh, well, this guy's successful, blah, blah, blah. She's matched with this dude on a dating application. Okay, these two probably like follow each other on Instagram or something. So she put him, right? This dude was considered by her, at the very least, to be viable at some point or another, typically, right? Maybe she's using him for free attention, for free validation. I don't particularly know, but the point that I'm trying to make here, guys, is the woman is sitting here saying, listen, this guy is highly successful, you know, and women, they just love to have highly successful dudes in their inbox. You know, so she's probably at the very least had some sort of romantic interaction with this man, whether it be matching on a dating application or whatever the case may be, right?
You know what I mean? So I know he knows how to communicate directly, promptly, and timely, and respectfully. But when it comes to the romantic interests in his life, and he's 42 years old, never been married, single, doesn't have any kids, and I'm not saying that there's a certain timeline of when that should happen. I'm just saying at 42 years old, you're pretty much set in your ways. And he's definitely gotten away with this before, where he could just text someone on the fly and see if they can come and meet him. And probably someone did come and meet him last night. That's fine, but don't.
Yeah, of course. You see how she dobs on women, by the way, in this story? Because, so if you're going to believe her story, okay, she said no, but in her mind, she's like, well, some woman probably did. Some other woman probably went and met him. Yeah, and this is why men do this, okay? Because the same woman who complains about this behavior will accept it from some other dude that she is highly attracted to. Also, I want to do a bit of a thought experiment with you guys right now, okay? Imagine you are married to this woman. How much of a pain in the ass waking up on a daily basis is going to be. You know what I mean? Like this woman she's talking about a situation, and I feel like I am being nagged. Do you know what I mean? Like imagine just sharing a house space with this woman. I couldn't do it, man. It's so annoying.
Someone on the fly and see if they can come and meet him. And probably someone did come and meet him last night. That's fine, but don't put me in that box. I have respect for myself. I am not that fucking desperate.
Guys, she's different. She has respect for herself. Nah, sorry, I don't buy this, right? I really don't. This woman, guys, every woman loves to put on this this act like, oh, I respect myself. I don't just, go and hook up with random dudes on a 1 hour notice. Guys, I guarantee you this woman has done that before. I guarantee you. Okay. Oh, I'm not like the other girls. I have self-respect. I don't buy it. Sorry, not buying it. In fact, I think it's hilarious. I like when women say this crap to me, guys, you've got to understand. At this point, I just find it funny. You know? Ooh, I'm different. I don't engage in that sort of behavior, okay? Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah.
To go and see you. I'm not a clout chaser either. I'm not some dumb bimbo who doesn't have a life, who's gonna drop my shit just to go and meet you because you think you're cool, because you think you're hot shit. That man has zero fucking respect for me or anyone that he's texting at 7 p.m. asking to come hang out. An hour away. An hour away. What do you think? I'm gonna drop my shit? I'm gonna take a shower and fucking get ready and then I'm gonna come meet you by 9 p.m.? Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
I mean, some woman did, in your own words. I don't think this man, if he exists, I don't think he particularly cares, to be honest. I don't think he cares that you're making a whole TikTok video where you're acting, indignant about the situation. I don't think this guy gives a flying damn whether or not you go to meet him. Because like you say, right, this is from the woman's perspective as well, guys, right? This is not just me saying this stuff. Some other woman probably met up with him that night. Again, assuming the story's true. So like if you don't, some other woman's going to do it. So at the end of the day, I don't think the man cares. I don't think men in general really give a damn. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.